Today at about 12:30, the Northeast Division patrol officers received a call for service regarding a family disturbance with a weapon. What officers found when they arrived, they met a female complainant outside. She is the wife of the suspect. They were inside. There was some argument earlier in the day between the suspect and a neighbor. He was very agitated. Later on, he has an argument with her. He had in his possession at that time both a pistol and a rifle, some sort of long gun. And when she said that she was leaving, he said, "Nobody's leaving," something to the effect that I will kill everyone and I will kill myself. Thankfully, she was able to evacuate herself. I think a couple of other family members, as well as a child. I don't have the age of the child. They were able to get out of the house, and that was where patrol officers were able to find her. So they got the preliminary information. They called for additional resources. They tried to make contact with him, but he said he's not coming out. At one point, he also tells officers something to the effect that he will come out, but he's going to come out with something in his hand. So this is a very tense, high-stress, fluid situation. Patrol sergeant on scene, he contacted the command center to request Tactical Operations Division to respond to this special threat situation. We responded with both SWAT and hostage negotiators. Again, it was a very fluid scene. We were working on getting resources in place. And so as we were doing that, the male did come out. And let me rewind a little bit. While patrol was waiting for SWAT, the male actually exited the residence. He kept one hand concealed for a while in his hoodie. And then at one point, it appeared that his hands were clear, but it also appeared that there was a pistol in his hoodie. And so there are ways that we can tell from the outside that that object was in fact there and well within reach. Officers did a great job. They maintained a distance, cover, concealment. They did not press the issue. The male went back inside while they waited for additional resources. Again, patrol did an excellent job. So as we arrived, HFD was already staged with a couple of ambulances. Our special doctors who assist with special threat situations came on scene. They were available as well in case need for emergency medical treatment was needed. At one point, the male then came back outside again. And so at that time, it appeared that he did not have the weapon on his person. His hands were clear, but he really wasn't close enough for us to apprehend. The negotiator was talking with him. The communications were not productive. He said he didn't want to go anywhere but home. At that point, charges had already been accepted for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon on a family member. So we had felony charges that were in the process of being filed. He then begins to retreat to go back into the residence. Again, this was a fluid scene. We had a number of people who were in the residence when it first started. Then we had people who were outside. We had a male who was going back inside where we knew weapons were to be from a credible complainant and also from what officers observed while on scene. So at that time, as he began to turn around and go back towards the house, we used the canine to subdue the male. He actively resisted, he fought, he actually attempted to drag the canine into the house with him. He appeared very motivated to get back into the house, and our greatest fear was that he was going to retrieve one of those weapons that we knew he had earlier in the day. SWAT officers closed distance. While he continued to resist, they finally placed him in handcuffs. They have him in custody. He has been transported to a local hospital for treatment. He was very agitated. There appears to be a mental health history. At the first chance, while he was on scene, our doctors tried to look him over to see if he had any dog bites, and no dog bites were observed at that time from that initial review. So since he was wearing baggy pants, we believe the dog just kind of knocked him over and nipped at the jeans. But again, he's going to the hospital for a full top to bottom check, making sure that he is healthy, that there are no health concerns, and then he'll be transported to the Joint Processing Center. And again, felony charges, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon against a family member are in progress. They're pending.
You did retrieve those two weapons, right?
We did retrieve two weapons. We retrieved a pistol and we retrieved a long gun. And again, that's really why we're here, was because of the presence of those weapons, and we were able to retrieve those weapons. So they were in fact inside.